Guys, I'm back where it all started, back at Corcovado on Electric Avenue, where we've looked up at the stars so many times, where I've got to know the trees and see them as noses with crazy hairdos, stared at the detail. This is where I've learned ideal, where I've learned what good, mature ecology looks like. And maybe for the last time, maybe not, but I'm going to take us right back to the beginning. Bloody remember dragging the hut with no wheels down here with Ali and Josh. I will greatly miss this feeling of being deep inside nature, deep inside space that other people have protected. There comes a time when you've got to do it for yourself. And we get a chance to create a space now that others, our kids, will hopefully enjoy resting within. This is the spot where the first hut was, and this is where our social space was. You wouldn't know now, but this is where we had first hut gathering in this Scots pine plantation. But things are changing, the seasons are changing. It's time to go and plant our own, design it the way that we believe in. Today I've got Josh coming. We're going to start preparing the huts for transport, start moving some of the stuff across. I think the big hut, Chloe and I think we're going to design it up and make it feel like a home. And the square hut we're going to dismantle, and when we rebuild it, that will be the Corco hut that sits in our little woodland. That acts as a little overnight hut for anyone that wants it. I'm just so thankful for all the people that have helped me to learn and grow here and prepared me for this next phase. You can see here where Tom has come in and felled a row of these, I guess, 30, 40-year-old oak trees now to create more space for them to grow over time, I imagine. Yes, he's only taken out one in every 4 rows. Yeah, taking out one in every 4 rows creates more space and light to the ground so they can grow bigger. I think this bad boy is going to be too big and too difficult to move, so I think we're either going to have to take the top off like that, or we're going to have to take it off into panels. But we'll see what Josh reckons when he gets here. But fingers crossed, all the work we've done into putting the wheels on here will pay dividend. But I've got to show you something, guys. This is madness. Look how this tree, the whole top half, fell off that close to the hut. Literally the end of it touching the hut. This was in the storms a few months back, if you remember, these crazy winds, but I cannot express to you how much closer we could have been to being annihilated here. I'm just so thankful that the hut is in one piece and it gets to come with us. It's all weathered in nicely. It needs some care. It needs a bit of love, a bit of treatment. I'm so excited to finally do things like put a letterbox on it. Design the interior. Yeah, no leaks. We've never had any leaks in here at all. Unbelievable. I love this guy. And I'm so excited that I finally get to make a home, a proper home out. We can move it there in one piece, that's for sure. Today's the day for the fountain hat. Look at this van. It's that I was always destined to end up. The man has arrived.
Beginning of the next chapter.
There's been a few chapters, but this is for keeps now. This is for keeps.
For sure, yeah.
And the amazing thing is that Josh was growing up all around horse stables and farms and stuff like that, so I feel like the best might be yet to come.
Yeah, definitely.
Never found the peace where this wilderness. Listen to that rain. First rain in months. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'll make sure to plant you a rose on my way back. The log burner is out. Very sensible Josh bringing this trolley thing.
Give it a bit of a push
Bit of a hoik. Yeah, okay.
Support it as we go.
Going on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes.
Wish you'd hear me now. Wish you'd hear
This composting loo has served us very well for a very long time. Some of my favourite times sitting on this throne, but the time has come for an upgrade. On she goes. Huh! You don't want to sit on there now, do you, mate? 5.5 years ago. Jay Bristow, thanks for that. It's a fine art trying to figure out what comes, what goes, what standards we want to keep, what was a good learning experience. The loo contraption with the chute and that bit, that's all going to come with. This one's coming with us. It could be a little kid's den, it could be a chicken coop, it could be the lid to a new composting loo, but the actual structure of it's still pretty good. Might give it an upcycle on the roof or something, but it looks better underneath than it does on the top.
Never found peace in the garden.
The old window out. We'll keep the hinges. I don't know if you can still hear that thunder, but that is just like the tummy rumble after a roar. It was like the loudest thunder.
We have finally got a day of rain.
Well, it's what we needed for that fire to make sure it didn't go crazy. But the lightning, oh my goodness.
There's a lot of
I'm glad I wore this sports t-shirt.
I'll make sure to plant you a rose on my way back.
So much more peaceful. It's nice now the air is clear. Taking my shower down. Fire's going good.
Bang my chest and I'll howl like a ghost, but wish you could hear me now.
That's it. The huts are taking off their chocks. They've been tyres inflated. We've got a few more bits and bobs we could take with us, but basically they are ready to move next week. So fingers crossed the measurements aren't too big for our friend's lorry. Off for Josh's first visit to the farm. I'm so excited for him to see it.
And I'll make sure to plant you a rose on my way back down.
Sweet as a nut. Been here 10 minutes at the farm. Josh hasn't even done the guided tour yet.
We're already like in here.
And he's already got his ski goggles on.
So you can see why this wasn't cutting any
Let's see.
grass. Can you see just how bad that edge is? And you feel it's not even sharp.
Oh yeah.
So we'll sharpen those up and then it'll cut grass much better.
Oh, nice, mate. And in here, on the brush cutter, although I need to wear some boots or something probably. Old Westy getting some attention.
Tim Westwood.
Tim Westwood.
And he does pimp my ride and we're like pimping your ride.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it's up on the hydraulics.
Yeah, isn't it?
I'm going to fix up our little trolley, which has been broken since day one, basically. We've gone from the little plastic blade to a very scary looking steel blade that'll go for all the bracken and that kind of stuff, won't it? It's a lot easier to get stuff done here than in the woods, so... I know my t-shirt's mucky, by the way, before anybody comments. It's been one hell of a day.
Scared of like getting struck by lightning.
Oh, mate. There was probably 8 massive strikes. All right, we're going to keep going here. It should be hut move day next week and then back to the farming. But until it gets a bit wetter, there's not a lot we can do with hole digging or farming. For the irrigation pond or for the soil. May as well move the stuff whilst we can. But check this new workbench I got to put in the tinkering timber woodwork shed. That's going to be over there. I'm really excited about the idea of being able to just lay timbers out, maybe make tables, that kind of thing.
Bang my chest and I'll howl like a ghost, but wish you could hear me now.
So you can see it's before it's where this has hit stones and
Yeah,
all sorts over the years.
and that's what it looks like now.
So rather than having a sharper cutting edge, it just tapers out so it will cut, it will slice through a lot
Nice.
easier rather than like having more of like a dead end.
Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next Thursday, 9 PM at Wilderness Farm.
Wish you'd hear me now.